Hello, everyone. I just wanted to show you the website that I've been working on in this past few weeks. The website I've been working on is called Count Valet. It's the purpose is to collect data that I've used from Husky Lens, to find the average car count as well as the top 5 models per week. So the first section that you'll see is going to be the Husky Lens. Now, originally I was using a camera lens system that I installed in the a hotel that actually supposed to record all the cars that come through the lobby, through the lot, but it wasn't working as well as I wanted it to, so I switched over to Husky Lens, which has helped me develop more of a um, collecting, so it helps me collect the data that I needed. Now, Husky Lens is a machine learning device. It's useful for detecting objects in front of you as well as identifying them. So later on, you can use them in different situations. This is kind of the image of what a husky lens looks like. I had a cover for it so it doesn't get damaged during the weather, Florida. But from this one, I can show you the tab that goes for average car count. So this is going to be the cars that I've had the past 3 weeks. Now, the scope of this is it was a 3-week period. It was when I was working, so it would be 8 hours a day, and it would be 3 weeks, which is what I did for 5 days per week. So within that time range, I had 300 cars on the first week, then 200 on the second week, and then finally 355 on the third week. This helped me figure out like the cars per hour, which was my original goal, to see how many cars that were averaging when they came into the lot. Then from there, there's another tab which is the top models. So from this is the top 5 models that I've gotten in the 3 weeks that I did this. And what I've noticed is there was a lot of rentals that came through here. That's why you'll see cars like Nissan Altima, Toyota Camrys, or Corollas. That's where the top like cars that usually come through here. Um, that being said, the way that I use the top 5 models is I actually scanned in the cars that were coming in, and then I identified them with the Husky lens. Um, I'll kind of can show you a little bit about that in a little bit, but what it's really was challenging was being able to identify the cars. If I wasn't able to use the Husky lens, I wouldn't been able to do the top 5 models. That's really helped me identify what car was what and what model was different from all of them. So let me show you a little bit of how that works.
Good afternoon, everyone. I just wanted to show you a little bit on how I record all the cars that come in through here. So this right now that I have in front of me is the Husky lens that I currently use. I have kind of rigged to a battery system. I usually put it with a cord, but for portability purposes, I prefer it in just the battery so it's easier to use. So the first thing I want to show you is how to actually start learning from all the cars to in. So right now it's in tracking mode. This is the dial right here. So when you go left and right, it does object recognition, face, stuff like that. So I'm just going to keep an object recognition. From this, it's going to let me know that it is a car that's going to be placed. But I want it to be tracking so I can track all the cars that come through here. So for tracking the cars, all I have to do is press this button right here and then just hold it. So I can hold it for as long as I can, and it changes to learning ID 1. So when the car leaves, then I can let go of it, and then when I go away, see, it'll recognize it as learning ID 1, so it'll always track those cars that are coming through. When another car comes through, I just do the same thing. I just didn't, and then I can actually add different cars that come through the system. Okay, so the other one I wanted to show is for learning different models of cars. So this one is actually a pretty interesting concept because all I have to do is switch it from tracking to object recognition. For instance, right now, it's indicated this is a car. So the car in front of me is a BMW. BMWs typically have the same type of model styles. So if I wanted to add a new model, all I have to do is just click on the button again while I'm on that setting, hold it, and then I can track it down for as long as I need to. And then it will indicate that this is going to be a car that I'm learning about. So it's going to be car ID 1, and then I can keep going on and on and on to finish. So what I do with this information is I actually added to the system. It has a SIM card installed into these Husky Lens. So with that Husky Lens, I can add every car that comes through here with the tracking mode, and then for the make, I can actually use the car ID identifier to identify that all cars. So right now it shows that it's car ID number 2. So in the system, whenever I put it in, I can actually change that from ID2 to a BMW for whatever model this is. All right, I just wanted to show you a little bit of overhead and on how I change into the different types of modes and recording.
Alrighty, now since now you were able to see how I implemented my Husky Lens to record all my footage, um, I would say my project would be somewhat of a success. My biggest drawback would be the fact that I wasn't able to simultaneously get all the data that I collected and then implement it into like a server and my computer. What I would do differently if I would have to do the project again is I would add an Adreno or a Raspberry Pi of some sort that I can actually transfer the data instead of having to take it out of the SIM card and then upload it to my computer and then find the data that way. That would make my project a little bit more seamlessly, and I would be able to have a bigger scope instead of me having to only work on it when I'm at work. I'm able to record while I'm away, so I can get a bigger picture of how many cars are supposed to be in the area. Um, for this website, what I used the IntelliJ. IntelliJ is a great IDE that helps with creating websites with Java, C, C Sharp, all of those languages. I would definitely recommend using it if you are creating websites. Well, that would be my project. If anyone has any questions, please let me know. Thank you for your time. I hope you guys have a great day.